Hello, 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 my online family. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a great day so far. Um, so I just got on here briefly to talk about some things I was just thinking about. And I was thinking earlier today in my meditation time how important it is to be mindful of the season that you're in. So many times we get stuck in certain seasons because we don't really seek God like we're supposed to. We don't trust God like we're supposed to in each and every season. Or we get stuck on something that has happened in that season. Whether it be a death of a loved one or someone leaving you or someone betraying your trust. We get stuck and it's hard to get out of that season. Let's be honest. We've all had somebody to betray us or treat us like dirt, and it's hard for us to move on. Ladies, we've had guys to break our heart and make us not want to be with anyone else. Men have had women do them dirty and make them not want to be with another woman because of how they were treated. So we get stuck in that season of anger, of bitterness, of hurt, of betrayal, and we never are able to move forward to the next season. So we have to be careful not to get stuck in these seasons, because how can God develop you? How can God grow you if you are not willing to seek him of how to get out? And then a lot of times what we do is we ignore the hurt. We ignore the pain, we ignore the disappointment, and then we still are not able to properly move forward because we never dealt with the hurt and the pain of that season. So we're carrying that hurt and that pain into our next season without actually dealing with it. And then in that next season gets messed up, and you're trying to figure out why each season keeps messing up for me. Why does each time in my life it's just like, you're frustrated, you're aggravated, you're disappointed because each season seems to bear is more trouble. It brings more troubles, and you don't know what to do with it because you haven't dealt with that past hurt from that other season. And instead of dealing with it, you keep running from it, but it's not going anywhere. It's basically attached to you, and all of that disappointment is attached to you to the point where you're not dealing with it, and you're going into each season and adding on more disappointment. So we got to be careful to manage the season that we're in and properly deal with the season that we're in. Let's be honest. Y'all know I give personal examples all the time. Personally, I wouldn't be able to be a good individual for my man if I didn't properly steward over my single season. So my season of singleness, I had to make sure that I dealt with all of the pain that I experienced from exes, all of the pain that I experienced from people that hurt me and stuff like that. I had to make sure that I dealt with that in order to not bring that into this relationship, because he don't deserve that. You know what I mean? So many times women, we fault the next man for something the old man did. Let's be honest. We don't do that. We don't do it. We try to make it seem like it's them when it's really not. It's us. We looking at them side eye because of something somebody else did, and they ain't even got nothing to do with that. But you want them to pay for something somebody else did, but you also want them to treat you right, but you not really treating them right. That ain't even what I got on here to say so much, but y'all know y'all do it. So let's be conscious of that, because that's another thing of not really properly managing your seasons. Don't let nobody else pay for something that somebody else did when they don't have nothing to do with that. Okay, but yes, let's make sure we're managing each season and sitting in that season and understanding that season and seeking God in that season. If you got a lot of hurt that's built up and you can see that you are bringing hurt and more hurt and more hurt to each season, that's time to seek God. It's time to go to God and ask God for direction and for him to give you guidance of how to let that hurt go. Nobody can tell you how to let the hurt go. So many people ask me, well, how did you move on from such and such and this and this and that? And when that happened, nobody could tell me how to let the hurt go. I actually had to go to God, and he had to give me clear direction. Like I went from, I guess I'll tell y'all, like I wrote a letter to different people in my life that have hurt me. I didn't let them make sense. I didn't stop to try to make it make sense. I wrote every single thing that I was feeling, everything that I was experiencing. I wrote it down. I did. And I didn't even try to filter or anything. It was just raw, blunt, everything. Folded the letter up until I was ready to let it go for real, for real. Because let's be honest, we ain't really always ready to let that hurt go. We want to hold on to some of that hurt. We want to hold on to some of that pain. We say we don't, but we do. So yeah, once I was ready, burned it. That was it. You know, and it ain't the same story for everybody else. And sometimes it require conversations with certain people to let them know, you know, when you did that, that was, I ain't like it. You know what I mean? To release. And then sometimes it just took prayer for certain things. Like, God, you know, I need you to heal my heart. I ain't gonna say sometimes. Each time it took prayer for God to actually heal my heart and let him work on me so that I can be a better individual and not hold on to something that somebody else did to me, because God knows that I'm ready to be blessed in each and every season that I go to. And I know God ready to take me to different levels, but I got to be ready myself and deal with some things, right? And so do you. So properly manage the season that you're in. Properly deal with the season that you're in. Let God help you, lead you, guide you, direct you so that you can get to that next season without bringing this season with you. All right? You don't want to go into the summer season with winter clothes on. I'm just saying, you really don't. Like, you're going to burn up and pass out and faint. And then what good are you? Yeah. All right. Remember, y'all, God loves you, and so do I.